Yeah, it'd be like, ugh. I'll be like, okay. Again, this is not your mama's Bible study. I'm never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. And yeah, I was just sitting here today and I'm just thinking like, you know, I don't know. I was gonna come with a message earlier, but I kind of been just lamping around, just really trying to just go there. Maybe to that eternal flame. A little bit of reflecting on things. A little bit of detective work. Listening to all of the whispers in the winds. And it's funny how we have the trade winds, because this is what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is like this jealous God or Jehovah energy here. Because this is something personal between my energy. We're talking energy here. This is starting to seem like something personal between my particular energy. Okay? So this is not going to be anything that everybody can relate to in these particular gods. Or, yeah, these particular gods with a little g. That these energies steady keep trying to bring in. And I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'd be like, ooh, I like this person. Or I like this. And then something be like, just go within. Just go within, right? So we're going to go to, I was thinking about the whole thing about the frogs, right? So I want to look and see what chapters and stuff talk about frogs in the text. Now there's many here. There's so many, we're not even going to be able to go through them all. 100 Bible verses or more, okay? But it's something about Revelation 16 and 13, since it's unveiling here. And I saw it coming out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, 3 unclean spirits like frogs. Oh. 3 unclean spirits like frogs, right? Let's keep on going. Psalms 105 and 30. Their land swamped, or swarmed, okay? Swarmed. Okay, so again, this is this energy here that it's just very subtle. You know, and when it's subtle, I wonder. It's very subtle. All right? It's like secret unions and shit like that, covens and deals and families, you know, joining together against, you know, it's that kind of energy. Certain corporations and nations joining against. It's the God energy. I can't take it. It's the God in me. I can't take it really personal. If they have to restrict my platform and restrict my businesses or try to cancel me, then that means that there's something that you're trying to hide. And I'm going to continue to stand here and shine a light on it. If they have to hire all these energies and seers and things to try to, you know, just for company, because then, I spend a lot of time alone. So again, sometimes it's fun and it's nice to, listen to, like, sometimes I just like people's voices sometimes. I spend a lot of time, pretty much alone or whatever. Sometimes I want to hear somebody else's opinion, especially if I can see that they're a seer. But I noticed that we dealing with some cunning or very crafty energies here, okay? Their land swarmed with frogs, even in the chambers of their kings. Even in the chambers of their kings. I don't know why I hear King Midas has the ears of a mule. Even in the chambers of the kings. So this is like it says, treason, or whatever terms they used in here the other day. This treachery. So you have to wonder if these land of swarmed with these frogs, even in the chambers of kings. Now God was sending these frogs though. Why would he send them to if the kings were rightfully kings, why would he send them into their courts? I don't know. I'm just, these are just questions. We always asking questions here. And hopefully we'll find out. I'm trying to pick somewhere to start here when we're talking about these frogs. Because, I'll have you also know. All right. Let's see. Because when I thought frogs, you know what it made me think about? The military. Right? Okay. Because, all right. So I went ahead and Googled frog military. You see what I'm saying? I'm hearing still outside. I'm outside and still outside. So again, I don't know. Like I said, there's always going to be so-called good and bad, or, whatnot. So a frog in the military means a flame-resistant organizational gear. Frog is clothing used by the United States Marine Corps. To reduce the number of injuries resulting from fire and flash, especially burns, due to the increased use of improvised explosive devices. So when we're talking about mines or minding your business or whatever, in the war in Afghanistan and Iraq. Also, these mines or these landmines or these kind of things right here, these explosive devices. I mean, these could be talking about actual sirens or women. That are dealing with that eternal fire. Okay. The guardian king of the west. A sky dancer. The water dragon. And the fire dragon. But I'm seeing distance here. Yeah. The guardian king of the south. Okay, let's just keep going here. So this is what this was used in the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. And we know that Chirac is, or the Midwest is actually the Middle East here in the Americas. So it made me think this here. I started just doing a little bit of detective work and, seeing about detectives and private eyes and stuff. I don't know. It was just like Inspector Gadget. Like Penny and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Inspector Gadget. I just started to look places I ain't got no damn business looking. But again, I feel sourced and prepared me for whatever this is. I mean, it's just like a club that everybody can't get into. And I'm just hearing only one. It's almost like Lot in them. Because the gate is narrow. It's almost like Lot in them. When he was looking for just 10 or just this amount or that amount. It's like no friends in the industry energy. So again, these are names here that are in my family tree. Even now. Okay. But it's saying, and the Lord said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a God to Pharaoh. It just depends on who's playing the part of Moses and who playing the part of Pharaoh. And Aaron, thy brother, shall be thy prophet. Because I think Moses, I can't remember who was it that was frightened to go in and said, no, I think he said send Aaron instead, because it was possibly that way because he was a better speaker. But in my case, I'm noticing that some of these things are tricks. Some of these things are people that are coming, hovering around. They're never really giving direct communication. They are obviously, whether we're talking telepathic or sitting down with a meeting, nobody's never really coming to me with direct communication. And the fact that I'm able to speak very fluently about what I sense and what I see, it all comes directly from someone who has been having some type of work put on them that is able to just see through the crack. So it's, again, I see why they did the binding or blinding ritual. I see why nobody wants to help or assist me, even gods, on what the, because it seemed like everybody else looking in on the world card know what the fuck it is. And we talk about little stuff about, I hear about little things about who's doing what with who, behind who back, but it's no solution. And I had to think about that when it comes to the guides and stuff that have been sent. And it made me think, what do they really want? And it's just to make sure that I still can't see. So what I'm getting is just a very deprived, and it's not a punishment from God. This is something that's been done by man. This is something that has been done by family members or someone that had a close something to me, a hold on me or something, or a caretaker or something. So I have to use this. This gate is narrow that I have to go to. This door, the key that I have. So I'm going to get a different type of view of the things here. And I can't say that I don't get frustrated. I can't say that I'm angry at whoever this God is or this coven of witches or whoever this is that decided to do what they've done to me. I can't say that it doesn't bother me. But I feel like it shows a certain strength, courage in something else. Being able to really squeeze this information out. It's really hard for me. That's why it's so draining. Thou shalt speak all that. Okay, and the Lord said. So this is the Lord. This is not God. This is the Lord saying this. All right. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee. And Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. Why? See, because I'm talking real time here. All right. So this is this energy here of somebody wanting, it's a push-pull. Something wants me to stay and something wants me to go. Something is pulling on me and something wants me to go. And so it's this energy here that they shall leave out of his land. See, I don't know if this is talking about Russia, the United States Incorporated, or China, or all three. I don't know who's the good guys and the bad guys. I don't waste my time trying to figure it out. I send that to source. And I will harden I will harden Pharaoh's heart. So this is someone that's probably starting rumors about, this is someone that probably a succubus energy or a feminine, I feel like a feminine energy or a masculine energy, but this is making me think, because again, it could be either or today. But I feel like this Pharaoh's heart energy, right? This is also making me think of because the pharaohs would be of antiquity, right? If you're talking the 16th dynasty and all that stuff, or 6th dynasty, whatever it is, okay? If you're talking that part over, these are original American Indians, American indigenous, indigenous people, the earth. But if you're talking about after the 1800s or the 18th dynasty, then they've already turned over to new foreigners in the land, okay? And then if you're talking about it now, it could be anybody. Because everybody's all mixed up. It could be anybody's energy attaching on through bloodlines and family lines. Right? Oh, can you take that pizza out for me, please? All right. So anybody could be Pharaoh. And for my energy, I can pull or resonate on many or all the energies, many of these energies in this text. The main characters anyway. All right, so this is making me think about the heart of Tafiti energy. Somebody breaking somebody's heart. It's giving me 3 of swords, okay? Let's try to get into this just a little bit, okay? All right. Yeah, because I don't know why this is standing out here to me. A crying energy. This is what I feel like somebody was sending in, because a lot of people, if they're watching, which I know they usually are, a lot of times when they come in and they see me, they may be just wondering what I'm thinking. They may be thinking whatever, or they may see me upset, or they may have seen me cry, and they think I'm crying because somebody doesn't want to be my friend, or somebody doesn't want to talk to me anymore. And it's never that. I'm concerned about people's well-being. I get subliminals and certain energy that comes in that shows me this energy here, right? That they kill whoever my secondhand person, or my twin, or my other half, or whatever, in this energy, that will leave me in this type of situation here. Whoever would see me as a muse, or would know that I am God, right? Through the bloodline, right? So it's funny that we have this card here still too, these frogs. But I'm just wondering if we're talking Russia, but are we talking Eurasia, Asia and Europe coming up against something together as one? Okay, like they wanted to take out Mary, Queen of Scots, or is Russia alone, standing alone? To me, Russia, the mindset of Putin, he's a fucking mastermind. I mean, I just got to just say what it is. He do like to play game. He's a trickster kind of energy, but he's very serious. He gives you, but again, it's wars and rumors of wars. It's kind of like, I can read these guys' energy to a certain extent. All right. I don't know. I'm hearing like Sophia energy here. Like I'm hearing that mother of all energy. Like, boy, quit playing with all of them. That's just how I feel. Okay. But I see this is my King David card, and I see this card with these 4 pentacles here, and it's almost like this is about a war of the hearts. This is, it's not even just the twin flame. This shit is deep. There's a lot of masculine energy here. All right? And the thing that some of these people want to sneak off with is, I'm sorry, whoever is representing the world card. Everybody is not an enemy. Everybody is not an enemy when it comes to this situation here. I mean, this is real life. Somebody is looking to do this, but it's hard to tell, especially with all of the juggling energy here. Okay? It's just really hard to tell. But they all know who the sun is. They all know. This is the energy. Harden Pharaoh's heart. Because Pharaoh could be a feminine energy. I could be Pharaoh. Somebody else could be Pharaoh. I could be Moses. Somebody else could be. The energy switches for me. I've seen several people that I feel connected to go through these moments. I've seen them go through Job moments when I noticed that they were harvesting the Moses energy, and so on. But the hardening of this heart. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I don't want to burn this piece up. Okay, apologies. All right. So somebody's going to harden Pharaoh's heart. Now, this could be hurting him. This could be killing somebody in his family. This could be killing his child, killing somebody. This could be anything. It could be with sorcery. All right. And multiply my sins and my wonders in the land of Egypt. Okay, so the South. All right. So yeah, to harden Pharaoh's heart. I'm hearing light as a feather or something like this, right? Because that's what they feel like they're gonna have. They feel like, this is what I'm saying. They feel like, see, because I go through them episodes real quick, I'm worried, or they send me some kind of subliminal about somebody that I have a connection with. They'll it's something will feel like a disconnect, and then they'll give impressions of this person being dead, okay? With the Ten of Swords. And I'm just concerned, okay? I don't care if, I'm not even into that old shit. Like, if somebody ran off with, that's not even my whole, at this point, okay? So they want this, they want to put Pharaoh in this kind of energy here, okay? And maybe make Pharaoh or someone, okay, lash out so that they can take the role of Pharaoh. All right. So people say, oh, this person's ego, oh, their attitude, or their look at how they just said that, look at what they did. All right. And to multiply my sins and my wonders in the land of my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. So this is somebody taking the essence of the a high priestess or empress, right? And spreading that milk and honey. Okay, yeah. So this is wicked. This is wicked. This is even maybe getting somebody impregnating someone, right? In some kind of manner, okay? And then taking something, because if we think back to Newt and Geb, and we think about the whole thing of that mother womb, and we think about the whole thing of the breast, right? These grown men or these people drinking from the breast of because of the colostrum, right? And we know that a lot of times when you pregnant, you know, if you ever been pregnant, you know that your breast hurt, and then you may have colostrum, okay? So it made me wonder back to the beginning of this whole thing, feeling these kind of ways, and then feeling a sense of emptiness and going through these things, right? Where you sense or feel some kind of way and wondering, what is this, right? So, but then when I realized that the high priestesses are the ones that are the gifted ones and the ones that carry the seeds, all right, that these energies want, okay? We just gonna say these energies. You could go ahead and put it with you. I don't know how many of y'all think about ancient aliens. I don't know how many of y'all think about, government or, different, agencies or whatever tools that they have these days. All right? Because we talking this shit in real time now. And you'll notice that some, for my feminine energies out there, that some of your menstruals may be a little bit heavier. Or you'll notice that you feel a little bit more down around that time. And you don't even really understand that there's some probing going on here, okay? And these are ways that they want to put the Empress or the World card in reverse. It's all about that energy. That's the carrier of that damn Christos or that Christ energy. It just is. So if they can break her heart over and over again, right? Make, these type of unions here. It's almost like people trying to convince somebody that they have to do it this way. There should always be a choice. I don't care what they've done over time. I don't care how they operate. It should always be a choice. And it's like certain people in high places are saying our way or the highway. And I'm saying, I didn't come here to fit into your shit. I came here to do something new. All right? Yeah. But since many people sell their soul for book deals and LLCs in front, titles in front of their name, that's just some of them. And all these other little things, cars, homes, little shit, land that belongs to the real emperor or empress and the real pharaoh. Okay. That's the same thing as somebody saying a land patent over somebody's being the original gods or the original American gods. And you talk about you come in my face as a descendant and the one that's chosen, telling me that you got a land patent to remove me off my land. When that piece of paper is something that the United States Corporation gave to some of these people like the Germans and things like that to come over here and help them take the land from the American Indians. You must be out of your mind. So we talking exodus, exile in your own land, like King said. So this is what they did. They taken the signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. So what they doing is taking, from the Ace of Cups, from the feminine energy, that is the Christ or the light. All right. And they're going to go ahead and spread that milk and honey or that essence or, it's the Venus energy here. Okay. They're going to spread it out throughout the whole people. Okay. This may be King of Wands, Queen of Cups energy here. All right. Yeah, because they're all fighting for just a little drip of it. Think about like vampires in movies and stuff like that. I'm just using that as an analogy, okay? Well, just one drop of it. But you don't understand it might have something to do with your corona or your crown. Anybody ever wake up with really bad headaches and shit like that? We do know that Russia has spaceships or hovering crafts or chariots in the early 1900s that would make you like wonder what the hell they got today. Sons of man. And their daughters are the ones that are drinking and making merry. So when it said about the three frogs coming out of somebody's mouth, this reminds me of Saki. This is my Saki card, Jen Saki card. The shit that she was saying. I mean, I only got caught like 5 minutes of it because sometimes I can't even listen. All right. Today, we're in her press conference today. And then there was another seer that I saw the frog in her throat. And, you know, a couple of other people. Okay. Because again, I'm able to see these things as they go. Okay. We're reading from this is the Living Bible / King James, the parallel Bible. But we're in the King James right now. All right. And it says here, my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. So again, this is the land of slavery or the underworld. I'm getting Inanna energy here. Okay, Gilgamesh or something. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you. So Pharaoh's not going to listen to somebody. That I may lay my hands, because some people think that Pharaoh wasn't connected to God, but he wasn't connected to the Lord. He didn't think that the Lord had authority. He know God, because Pharaoh is connected to God. And if we're talking about this in this energy, possibly, we'll see. Let's keep reading. I'm saying, could it be? Ancient Egypt, not Egyptology in modern day Egypt. Okay. But Pharaoh, and I'm not saying I know who the Pharaoh is again until we finish this. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt. All right. Egypt is like the underworld, the Dalit people, the Sheol, okay, in the caste system, where so-called black people as a misnomer reside with their nationality. All right. It could be looked at as that, and we could be looking at a certain place. All right. Because anybody that's a U.S. citizen should leave. Leave the Hebrews and the Israelites there. Because most so-called black people, I would think, have not changed their nationality over. They're waiting for God to come and do that, right? So they can stay there. But anybody that's a U.S. citizen or white or Asian or any of these other ethnicities, we're telling you, come on here. You're welcome. Come on out. But see, Jesus or the Christ energy, their own people rejected them. I would imagine it was socially. Okay. I would imagine that because they are in large numbers, then they are the builders that they are the ones that rejected the cornerstone and decided to start building nations around, blinding the God energy, or as God slept. I may lay my hand upon Egypt and bring forth mine armies. So yeah, the frogs is representing the army, okay? And my people, just like the grasshoppers, if you think back at MASH, you remember in the beginning of the show when the helicopter would come or whatever, you'll see all of the army men in green coming down with the parachutes. Those are the grasshoppers, okay? Because this book is not as old. Some parts of this book is not as old as you think it is, all right? And bring forth mine armies and my people, the children of Israel. Whose people are these? Is these God's people or the Lord's people? And who's in charge right now? Because I'm still under the impression that Satan is still ruling things from heaven. As the Antichrist, being a movement, not a person, but an entire movement to dethrone or to defile the real Christ energy. They may even uphold the Yeshua energy, right? But the Christ energy, the feminine energy, no. Not when she talking like she talking over here. This might even have Yeshua walk away from this energy and choose someone else, which is fine because this energy is going to keep on moving on. And forward movement to me doesn't always mean with your feet. Sometimes it's talking about standing your ground and using this. Standing in your full power and potential and your connection to source. While everybody else, because Satan is going to deceive the entire world. In order to do that, he would have to be in a high place and he would have to be doing it from heavens. And the heaven is just an exalted situation or position, meaning a government. That's why I call it a godverment. It's a kind of like a thing that I made up or whatever. Okay. All right. My people, the people of children out of the land of Egypt by great judgment. Okay, so yeah, I did pull the judgment card real quick, and I'm thinking, why judgment? All right, so again, there's some kind of judgment here, and I don't know, man. Out of the land of Egypt by great judgment. I don't know. I don't know if this is making me think about some people that ran and fled down into Egypt because of the wrath of God. All right, and they down south somewhere chilling in parland because they don't want to. But it's turning your back on God to leave God behind enemy lines so that another nation can. Because you know when it comes to like the Jewish goodness, I can't remember what it was that I was reading, but I think it's like in the Talmud or something like that. That people they these Jewish people or it's like it's another term. They can they can't actually put their hands on the Hebrews, but they can sit there and let somebody else do it and turn the other cheek. They can allow somebody else to come in and do it and turn the other cheek. And it's like their hands are clean. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. Now this Lord is saying, and then they're going to know that I am the Lord with the all caps. So we go from just a regular Lord here in the beginning of 7. Okay, we in Exodus 7. They have a capital L here for Lord. All right. But then down here we have Lord in all caps. Let me just read through this a little bit quicker. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded them. So they did. So did they. Okay. Okay, this is making me think about them gathering up certain people. Okay, this is certain ones. Okay, angels, fallen angels, or something of that nature. Okay, and Moses was 80 years old. So this makes me think about someone that's probably 40 years old. Again, that don't have to mean that. And Aaron 83 years old. Okay, so this makes me think again somebody that's 40 and 43. All right, when they spake unto Pharaoh. All right. 40. Yeah, something about 40. This damn 40 just keep on coming up. Okay, y'all? All right. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, shew a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. So the rod is making me think about the wand here. Okay, like I feel like people was appalled one of these days when I brought up something about the wand. Okay, just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Even these, okay, we don't have the actual Ace of Wands, but I'm thinking we're talking about the Ace of Wands. But it's funny how I pulled these cards right before I started. And we have the Wizard of Awareness. And you see how it's like got this maze or whatever behind his head? I thought this, and I didn't even realize it till now because I didn't proofread this. Okay. So we have the Wizard of Awareness. Okay. And then we have unexpected visitor. All right. Somebody's peeking in or they're doing something here. I don't know. This girl always reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. And then we have the bone collector energy. Because I find it funny when you find out that people in your family don't even call you, and they don't call people around you either. But all of a sudden you find these people's names and phone numbers all up and through people's phone. It just make me think, how close is they? What we talking about? Are we really sleeping with the enemy? Well, not sleeping with them, but sleeping very close to them. The bone collector energy. So this is close friends and family members here that I never would have thunk it. Maybe even guides and teachers and earthly or heavenly fathers. that want to see the Empress in rock bottom energy. All of these groups, when it comes to these Hebrew Israelites that probably just burning up inside that the Messiah, or a portion of it, a very important portion of it, including wisdom or the Christ energy, is a feminine energy. So we talking about the dragon's lair, okay? Because something here is about to start talking about dragons. Hold on, all right? Because the dragon is trying to devour the children, right? And then we have sacred pool. Now, there's some people that say that they don't use their pool. I wonder if they do, or they did, or they do now. Because I'm wondering what's the intentions of these people. And the source is just saying, you know, just go back through there real quick. Go back through there real quick. All right? And see what these people talking about. All right? The rod is also could be a staff or a penis or a phallus. And cast it before Pharaoh. And it shall become a serpent. So this is somebody sent in with a noodle. This is somebody sent in that so this might be offending. Again, this is not a good thing to talk about, but this is someone that, you know, may not be able to. Oh, look it. This is somebody like this. This is somebody just like this. Hold on, y'all. Damn, I think I just ripped a hole in my shirt. Hold on 1 second. Look, I done made this piece and I ain't even gonna be able to eat it because I'm just can't even stop right here. Hold on. Okay, because this is one of my favorite cards, actually. This is my favorite, one of my favorite sets here. Because I can resonate it with it, dreams, visions, or whatever. This is something that I noticed. Or just like clean up woman energy, okay? All right, let's see where it is. Somebody's doing sorcery on somebody, all right? These are key players in the game. I don't know whatever kind of game these people is playing. You know what? I stepped out of the circle for a minute or whatever and wanted to get my ass right back in. Now, I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm excited enough to pick up these 2 wands again. Okay? But I'm going right back up in this damn circle because it's nut bags. We're dealing with insane we're dealing with demonic spirits and just people that's crazy. Okay? All right. Well, the Queen of Wands is holding a wand too. Okay, hold on. Come on now. Oh, wait a minute. The Page of Wands got his wand out too, though. All right, which is like a messenger energy. All right. Okay, he holding it. Okay, it look kind of strong here. Okay, so the Page of Wands, yeah, I forgot. The Page of Wands is, you know, I mean, this is a young man or a young energy, so it's gonna be like somebody that's really. So maybe that's that Uzziah or Uzi energy that I was picking up yesterday, possibly. I don't know. When we were reading that. And this could be somebody in their bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Again, this could be past, present, or future. I just show it how I see it. All right, the King of Wands has his wand. Okay, and then here's okay, this is what he looked like normally. Okay. Got his fist all balled up, mad or whatever. All right. I can't stand why this thing is not, right? And he's holding his staff or his wand here. All right. And then this is what we get later on. Like he can barely get it up, like hold it up. You know? And it made me think about succubus energy, okay? Or space age pimping, okay? It makes me think about that energy here. Because that's what when I see these feminine energies and they real true colors come out, they just look like howling demons or bats, or it's just a succubus energy. And it's just, again, being connected to the two wands or batons, 2 candlesticks, 2 goats or whatever, and then a soulmate in the 3D, okay, or in this realm. Something about their energies. I can just sense it. It's like, oh, you got that. You know, not no real dis-ease, but like it's a spiritual dis-ease. It's almost like you marked. And the females, you know, some of these readers, these females that think they're in competition or whatever and saying, oh, he's coming this way and going this way or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, I don't, you know, if it's just me and God at the end of this, I'm going to be good. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not holding on to nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding on to nothing in this day and age. I'm dealing with trickster enemies, energies that want to see me in a certain situation. So they use all that they can to keep me there. They will use your next door neighbor, your spouse in the same room or bed or home with you. I'm telling you that we're not dealing with full blown beings no more. I'm telling you. Some people have lost their soul already. And we dealing with soulless beings or zombies. They're not going to have green skin and shit. They're going to be like looking just like your mama now. Take that rod and cast it before the Pharaoh. Okay, whatever. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh. They went in on to, where was the devil? In and out of the earth. So they thought. They went on to Pharaoh. And they did so as the Lord had commanded them. Well, what was we just talking about the other day? Now, I don't know who Pharaoh is right now. I don't. I'm not going to tell you until I finish this. I'm not going to speculate with this one. But this makes me think about some kind of initiation of a backdoor kind of nature. This could be a male and feminine, feminine, male, male and male, feminine, whatever. Like I said, the energy is interchangeable. All right. This is what this is making me think about. And his servants, and it became a serpent, right? So this is making me think that somebody could not perform. Listen to me. This is talking about some kind of secret society. This is some cold shit here. Somebody possibly couldn't perform this act. This is a different kind of read here. So, I mean, bear with me, please. I don't want to give wrong information. So sometimes I have to read sentences over and over again. I have to really, okay? And it became a serpent. Yeah, this is making me think again that it wasn't able to do whatever. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. All right, because we did not proofread this. This is a freestyle here. All right. Yeah. Now the magicians of Egypt. So these are the girls from the twin flame journey. Some of them. Not all, some of them. Okay. Of Egypt. They also did in the like manner with their enchantments. With their enchantments. With their enchantments. They're talking, talking above right under your nose or above your head. All right. Or just even in a very like an inviting. Okay. So it's like giving me that. What's your intentions? A very inviting energy here. Maybe even with temperance, trying to figure out how should we put this together to bring this to somebody? How should we word this document or this treaty? Right. How can we construct this? Right. All right. So this is what I'm saying about this energy is something very, and I'm hoping we're going to get to the bottom of it. Okay. Some kind of enchanting words. Saying peace, peace when it's war. Like that. For they cast down every man his rod. Look at what we still got sitting right here. And we got the Ace of Cups. So somebody is casting down all the wands. They don't want no part with this. They're casting down all the wands. For they cast down every man his rod. All right. So this is making me think about celibacy. All right. They became serpents, but Aaron's rod swelled up their rods. I mean, it is what it is here. Okay. And this is making me think about the Page of Wands. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart, that he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord has said. All right. So they don't want them to deal with the, yeah. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened. He refuses to let the people go. Now, this is either talking about somebody that don't want to follow the mandates, because we're dealing with real-time prophecy here. This is talking about somebody that doesn't want to deal with the mandates, right? Or doesn't want to perform this particular act. And maybe they refuse to let the people go in or go forth or go somewhere, okay? Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water. And thou shalt stand by the river bank against he come. I don't know why it says it like that, but that's what it says. And the rod which was turned to a serpent shalt thou take in thine hand. Now, this might be with both hands. I don't know. This is somebody that, again, they're weak. This is a weak. Why is that weak with a double E and weak? Oh, okay. So that's maybe why Source had me thinking about why is weak in this. It was a song. Okay. So yeah, this is somebody that needs something. They don't want that. They didn't want that. They wanted something else. I don't know. I'm hearing, I'm seeing another different type of God. the kind that they would be trying to keep away from the empress. I mean, it looked like somebody would probably need two hands, possibly. I don't know. But this person looks strong. I guess are they able to handle it? I don't know. It's making me think about what we did over there at the lake one day when I was showing you what looked like a image of some people frozen in time. Yeah, which was turned to a serpent shall thou take in thine hand. Okay, this is making me think about a feminine energy that somebody tried to turn into an evil or vilify, to turn into a serpent, to put them on thy belly. But it's really because they was telling the truth, like we do here. The fiery serpent, or, possibly. All right. And thou shalt say unto him or her, the Lord God of the Hebrews hath sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear. All right. So let some people go so they can serve somebody in the wilderness. In the wilderness, I did a long video on what wilderness means, if y'all want to go back and see it, because I'm not going to do it again. Thus, with etymology anyway. Thus saith the Lord, and this thou shalt know, that I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand, okay, upon the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood. Right? I told you the King of Cups, okay? Oh, look at him sitting here looking. Look at him with his face in his hands. I think that's even a Bible verse, okay? With his it's almost like how you like them apples, right? Because this energy picked these apples over the empress or the queen, okay? All right. They decided to divide the rivers and separate it and give to the four, right? Or maybe the three. Maybe that was the one golden apple that got left out, okay, that we were reading about the other day. All right. Yeah. So yeah, the King of Cups. And then the Empress. Let's see. Let's let's find the Empress real quick. I'm going to use where are they? I'm going to use the Empress real quick. Yeah. Because she's the one. Okay, he don't have the round thing. He doesn't have the whole full attachment on his staff. Okay? Chief of staff, you know, meaning like somebody that's hired in or works for somebody. All right? Let's see. All right, so what this sound like is, you know, they eating, drinking, being merry with these 3 apples. I'm saying it's either 4, since it's 4 rivers, we'll just say 1 river, the Nile. Okay, the Nile, denial. So they're partying and drinking. The Empress is supposed to be sitting at home crying. All right? Possibly even bowing down to this Moorish or Islamic energy. And there's no offense against these people, because they thought that would be victorious to have the Empress or God on her fucking knees. And it's not happening. All right. So it's almost like an emperor saying, you're going to need me one day. And then me saying to the emperor, you may need me. Because it's obviously that whatever's hiding behind this moon is the fact that we are serving 2 different gods. And you can only serve one God. You can't serve the moon and the sun. You can't serve New York or Georgia in Chicago. You can't serve the Midwest and the West, or the Midwest and the South, right? Or the way it's divided now, or the Midwest and New York. You just can't. You're going to hate one and love the other. And what did they do? They left the Empress for dead. And I don't know where my Empress card is. Oh, here's the other one. Okay, let's see. It's right here. It's not. Anyway, we'll look at the King of Cups. The King of Cups. You see the staff that he has in his hand right here? Well, the Empress, right? I mean, if you look at it, there's no circle, there's no round thing here on top of his staff, okay? The Empress has a complete, well, somebody could call this complete, but it don't seem like it to me. All right? Because I feel like the King of Cups actually, you know, he got these 4 apples, but he's actually going to need that one piece, right? He's the only one, too, I think, that has 2 things. Like the Ace of Wands, you know, King of Wands has just his wand. You know what I'm saying? The King of Swords has just his sword. But the King of Cups, you know, he has all these things on his crown. He has this gold chain hanging. He has his staff. You know what I'm saying? He has his cup. But I feel like he's missing that one thing right here, because it's the Empresses. So either he want to join with the Empress and have whatever that would be symbolizing, right? Or take the Empress out and get it. I mean, it's either or. I'm hearing like the whole world in his hands. So there's something that they're collecting, right? Or gaining some kind of strength or knowledge or something, and collecting these particular tools along the way while joining with these 4 rivers, or these 4 apples is what I call it, or pomegranates. You might look at it as that. This saith the Lord, in this thou shalt know, I am the Lord. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in mine hand upon the waters which are in the rivers. And so this is making me think about military troops or Marines, Navy SEALs or something that are in the river, like the lake or Lake Michigan, possibly something like that. And they should be turned to blood. So this may be meaning that they may be able to join with someone, or they're going to be killed. All right. Let's get these real quick, because I'm going to have to show you. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. The Empress, see, because there's the whole thing, oh, shoot, of killing someone. Let's just be careful here with this cancel culture. This could be making it so that you can't speak on no platforms. So today, you could be a targeted individual, okay? And some people in some crafty council behind closed doors can mix some things up, send you some fake information, start wars and rumors of wars. And when you talk about whatever you want to talk about on your platform, like everybody else does, because you're a targeted individual, or somebody has put you on a list to be a domestic terrorist for telling the truth, all right? They'll put you on your belt. They're removing your legs. They're removing your movement. It's making me think about Ptah with his legs bound. It's making it so a king cannot be able to make their own money. So this is basically actually the feminine energy of God, or fucking God itself or herself, calling out this masculine energy, this patriarchal energy here. And I feel like the Me Too movement has something to do with the feminine aspect or transgender feminine aspect of that, going against the so-called devil. In these cards here, it's showing the devil. It's showing two feminine energies sitting on that box and the devil inside the box. This is having me think about temperance here. They mixing up some shit, going, you know, whatever they doing. Mixing up, when we're talking about mass media, science, whatever, rumors, whatever. You know, it's just talk. Media, okay? Because of the crafty counsel that they're doing, and it's just very foolish, all right, which is causing wars in heaven. Oh, Putin talked to Trump, and this person talked to that person, and we're going to go into some couple things here, because it's saying 10,000 troops, right? Russian troops, right? But I'm in the text, it's saying 10,000 shall fall, but you won't be touched. I wonder if he's talking about his anointing. I'm talking about, because it says something about reaching down with a hand, like a swimmer, okay? So this is a cupped hand here, all right? So maybe this is something from God. This is some kind of exchange of some finances that God, that the universe is directly sending, possibly to the Empress, because of the energy of these masculines that have been trying to trap this feminine energy here, causing tower moments, okay? It's just, how do you get it? What do you do, right? But that's nobody's business but mine and Source. I guess I'll know when the time is right. Yeah, somebody's mad about a union, or somebody mad because it's not them and they're trying to force something here, or else they're going to leave somebody out in the cold, all right? Or else they want to choose somebody else, or they want to threaten somebody with or trick somebody into a third party, when I'm not that type of feminine energy. I didn't do all this work. Source told me what it was. I ain't sharing shit. And I ain't taking no little offerings or nothing like that unless it comes from Source. Yeah, we can see it here. You see his staff? He don't have that thing on the top, okay? And let's look at the Empress real quick and see what she got, all right? Because some of these energies, like I said, King Solomon and these people with these polygamous energy, it was about collecting the women, but the land that was attached to them as well. And the star is going to be, the capital is going to be of that bloodline that is going to own possibly the whole entire land, really, because it's a joining of the original kings or gods, the American gods, and then foreign gods. So they are of the earth and the water. And this is why Boris and them don't like this. This is why the United States corporation, it's not America, that's the United States corporation. No matter, this is, we just keep it real on this platform. They trying to feed these illusions, so Source is stepping in some kind of way, shape, or fashion here. See what she got on top of her staff? Don't it look like a microphone? Don't it? So it's almost like Saki is a speaker. She's telling that bird to go fly around and do whatever. But the Empress is also a speaker, and they can't kill the Empress. They can't, they talking about cinema, you know, they removing cinema. What cinema really represent? What they really low-key trying to say. See, these people is not even man enough to face me. I can read, Source gave me the gift to read between the headlines and these lines. There's nobody else really doing this. And they know that. And they want me to shut the hell up. And it didn't happen overnight. And it's not just anybody can do it. You can't build another bitch. It's me. This is why they have done whatever they've done to the pineal gland. This is the blinding that they've done and stuck these tar baby. Like I said, this have to do with these Queen of Cups energy that have probably secret cameras, or they've entitled or enlisted people in my family with a secret conservatorship over me, right? While they hold back my benefits or hold me back my platforms with my businesses. Okay, after January 6th, everything slowed down with my businesses online, okay, to make it so, because it's king status, but a king got to have his own money. But then somebody wants possession of the king. And if the king don't want to obey what these people are saying, then they'll walk away and act like it's something wrong with the king. But the king can see what the king may not have all the answers because he's been put to sleep, or the Empress. Emperor, empress, king, whatever you want to call it, because you could be embodying any of it. So what they've done is attach these energies, just the same thing what he was just saying about taking these works down to Egypt and spreading them out amongst the tribe or the clan or the collective, and removing the cornerstone, acting like the emperors don't exist, and leaving the empress here with this angry mob. This is like wheat or whatever, but it's the angry mob of the people that's upset with the empress and the truth that she's speaking. So she had to put her heart on ice or her heart on cold. Now this could be also the same energy that the masculine energy or Jesus, right? Because they have images of Jesus with his heart bleeding or ripped out of his chest or whatever. So again, this is the connection between Jesus and the Christ. Them trying to turn the Christ against Jesus and trying to turn Jesus or Yeshua against the Christ. It's a twin flame union. You can't remake it. It ain't none of that. They know they'll know exactly who they are from a distance, but these people can try to disconnect or sever the ties between the two. They didn't know I think this started off as a military something, the FBI, CIA trials or something, same thing with the Wuhan lab or something. It started off with something like that, but they didn't really know. We talked about how they were talking about this DNA shit matching up with DNA and all this other shit already a couple months ago. All right. So these are like the golden children or something. All right. They linked them up, probably using whatever. But on July 31st, when they withdrew and left the people like me behind the enemy lines here in the Midwest, they telling you it's the Middle East. Okay. They didn't notice that. So they had to go ahead and redo something with the masculine energy. That's why I'm so concerned, because he would be closer or in the hands of these people where I'm sitting here untouchable. What it seems. And they have to deal with these people in high places. That's why I'm more concerned about them. I know that they're using stuff on us. I know they're using stuff on all of us. It makes me upset. Anyways, this is the Nile River right here behind her. She's the golden apple. And the fish that is in the river shall die. This is making me think about my page of cups here. I'm just trying to show y'all again how this Torah is the tarot and tarot is the Torah. I mean, I'm not trying to show you. I'm just saying this is just, my mind's eye goes there, and then I just can't help it. All right. See, first he had that fish in his cup, a fish called Wanda. I don't know why I just thought that, but again, first he has that fish in his cup, and all of a sudden, what? These are people of the waters. His head is wrapped with the waters. At least the Moorish energy is of blood, right? Okay, or possibly Islamic energy. One of these, I think, because we have white Moors and black Moors. Okay, so again, take it how you want to take it. All right, but the fish is not there anymore. The fish is not there in his cup anymore. Fishers of man, I'm hearing. And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink of the water of the river. Okay, this is making me think about Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, because it's like some ain't letting nobody turn me around. I'm hearing, okay? All right. This is the energy here of overthrowing these women. Like I can already see the ones that been watching me and the ones that's actually psychic. I mean, I just can see. And when I see them, like the bull I am, I'm coming from behind and I'm yanking I'm goring your ass up out of the seat. They're getting a little bit more crafty, with these people that are kind of like-minded, but they can't replay. You can build bitches all you want. You're never going to be able to do it. And this is why Source has me sometimes pipe down just a little bit, right? See, this Knight of Cups is bringing in that cup or that offer. And like I said, back the fuck up. The only person can save me now is God. Or a masculine that's strong enough to come stand in my face. You're not going to lure me off or lure me out to be shot down or no bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? All I know right now is that this is a protecting space for me. So, it don't seem like I'm really about to be like doing that much moving around, you know. Even though I do kind of want to go somewhere. I want to go on a trip, but we'll see. All right. So again, we see this here. The Knight of Cups being turned around. Drink your own stuff. Drink your own poison. Now, this is making me think also, I have to admit that the King of Cups might have changed his ways, okay? After dealing with one of these witches, all right? Or dealing with this energy, he might have changed his ways and be repenting. And he's sitting there looking at this damn screen like I told that girl, shut the hell up. Because some ancestors be like, you got to do your message. And some of the ancestors be like, shut up. And then I'm just thinking, why y'all want me to shut up? If I'm a messenger or the oracle of God or in that essence, then why do I have to be quiet for anybody? But it may be God telling me. You know what I'm saying? So again, the way that they scramble the message, right? The way that they send these energies in, it's an attack. It's a psychological attack, but I'm able to break through most of them. All right? But that could be that energy sitting there like, I told you to be quiet. Because I'm telling them, just go on and drink your own. There's no offer standing. It is what it is. I said what I said, and that's just it. Like, am I supposed to sit here and say, please don't, no, it's not happening. We're going to read one more portion of this, and then I got to go. Okay, the Egyptians shall loathe to drink the water of the river. This is talking about they're taking from the pineal gland or I'm just saying, of the empress. Rather that be by some kind of lake. I don't know what, y'all, but I'm just telling you what they're doing. All right? And she's sitting there looking like, what do you got to do with me, Tyree? Is what it almost seemed like. Yeah, they're going to love to get the water of the river because this is what I'm saying. They want the empress gone. And the Lord shall spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thine hand upon the waters of Egypt and upon their ponds and upon their pools of water, that they may become blood. This is talking about DNA transfer. Or some kind of antidote or something, a booster shot or something possibly. And that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood. I'm hearing wormwood, rosewood, lakewood, some streets or whatever, witchwood, something like this, okay? And in vessels of stone, okay? So again, this is making me think about also like a stone, like a calcified pineal gland, okay? And Moses and Aaron did so, and the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod, and he smote the waters that were in the river, and in the sight of the Pharaoh, in the sight of his servant, and all the waters that were in the river were turned to blood. This may be even something, I'm thinking like a blood ritual or something. Might have been what was in that cup. It may be somebody trying to convince me again to take the antidote. And the fish that was in the river died, and the river bank stank, and the Egyptians could not drink the water of the river. Okay, yeah. Corrupt. All right? So again, they probably tried some sorcery to try to calm me down one day, and then they seen that I had my little outburst or whatever. So then they like, oh no, hell no, we can't give them this. And there was blood throughout the land of Egypt. And the magician of Egypt did so with their enchantments. And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, neither did he hearken unto them, as the Lord has said. So again, this is like Pharaoh turning away and not listening. It's almost like my energy even today. So again, let's see what it resonate with. All right. And Pharaoh turned and went into his house. Neither did he set his heart to do this also. Yeah, so this make me think about some kind of mind control energy here. And all the Egyptians digged round about the river for the water to drink, for they could not drink of the water of the river. And 7 days were fulfilled. After that, the Lord had smitten the river. So again, if some of you guys have been having headaches and stuff like that, You know what I'm saying? Or somebody, and that's why I don't trust when people say, drink more water, eat your vegetables, take away your meat. What do you want? Like, because if we remember in Jupiter ascending, or we remember about cattle or chattel or anything that have to do with farming or stock, what happens with cows and stuff when they say alien, they think it was an alien abduction or something with the cows that are found in the mysteriously on the farm, all gutted. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the farm. It's like, or like the slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? Or like the red heifer from the Dogon. Okay? The Wailing Wall. Let's get what we can from this energy here, and let's just get rid of it here, okay? And we can just use what we have here. But it ain't no woman like the one I got is what I'm hearing. And it ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. So we'll stop there because that's where it stops. And I'll be right back.